Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, June 16th, 2023. Let's take a look what's going on the Forex economic calendar. So what do we have here? Well, the most important data were released overnight already. Business New Zealand PMI was way below the expectations of 50.2 points with the actual reading of 48.9, which is even lower than 49.1 the previous reading. So big disappointment here from the business PMI from New Zealand. Bank of Japan interest rate decision went smooth because it was in line with the expectations of minus 0.1%, so it stayed exactly at the same level. Monetary policy statement and press conference were done like 1 hour ago, but we still have the situation developing. Okay, now the German BoJ President Joachim Nagel will give a speech soon at 9 o'clock, and then of course we got the FOMC member Bullard with a speech as well. CPI data from the Eurozone will be published at 11 o'clock, and most of the European countries will basically release this kind of data later on. Italy, Germany, Spain, and the rest of the countries. The CPI is expected to decrease from 7% to 6.1%, which is rather good news. And in that situation, euro should appreciate across the board. Wages in the Eurozone for the first quarter supposed to be released as well. Previous reading was 5.10%. Now the forecast is 3.3%. During the New York session, we got some data from the from US. Of course, we got the Michigan consumer expectations data to release, and US Barker Hughes oil rig count at 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock p.m. respectively. And then of course we have the CFTC, all of this speculative net positions. So this is something for different kind of traders. So right now what we do is we will jump right on to the charts, and I think we should take a look at the Japanese yen, because the Japanese yen is the most heavily traded part this morning. So let's jump right into some yen pairs, and we start with US dollar to Japanese yen. So the US dollar to the Japanese yen looks like is again moving to the upside. It looks like again it is trying to break above the last high. This high was made at 141.51. So this is the level that I will mark for you, 141.51. So recently we just had a breakout, we just have a pullback and breakout, of course, from this congestion zone, this tight trading zone higher. Then we have the pullback. So still this level here will be acting as some sort of the technical support. Let's say it will act as a technical support at the level of 140.94, and this one was important as well. This one was 138.46. Two most important technical supports on the chart. Now we are approaching the local high again, so we should expect some kind of a extension to the upside. This one, this candle, the last 4-hour candle, starts to look like a Marubozu. We have the indication that there is some kind of a Marubozu after the doji at the top of the move was published. So very interesting situation. If we break below 139.87, which is the technical support, intraday technical support, that situation might get worse for bulls. Otherwise, the market is skewed to the upside. Momentum is strong. Momentum bounced from the level of 50. Very nice. This means that the bulls are still in charge of this market, and we should expect more upside if the last high at 141.51 is clearly violated. So that was the US dollar to the Japanese yen. Because we got the interest rate decision yesterday from the European Central Bank, let's take a look at the euro dollar. So what's happened on the euro dollar? Very interesting situation here, because we've been extending this up move higher and higher. Yesterday we've made like 1.0953. Today we are even higher, 1.0963. Well, 10 pips higher, but always something. Nevertheless, today's day has not been finished yet. That's what I meant to say. And we are consolidating roughly around this technical resistance zone 1.0943. So very interesting situation here on the euro to the dollar. If we break above this level, then of course there is the next target for bulls. The next target for bulls is located at the level of there is another part of the zone, 1.0967. So right now we are testing this, and in a case of a breakout higher, let me just make another line. The next target, there you go, it's already here, 1.1007. So 1.1007 is the next target, but it looks like this might be a kind of a problem for bulls, because this zone here looks very strong in terms of the supply, of course. So we might have a little bit of a pullback sooner or later. The momentum is again extremely overbought. This kind of levels are very nice for the market to do the pullback from the technical point of view. So that movement higher might be a little bit, let's say, not right in time, just a little bit out of the time window because of the extremely overbought market conditions. So please keep an eye on this level, keep an eye on the situation which is developing here on the euro dollar. It looks like, you see, the bulls are getting rejected from this zone. So let me just do my my screenshot, and we can move on to the last market, and this market would be the market of Bitcoin. So what's happened on the Bitcoin stays on Bitcoin, but just recently we had a very nice bounce on the Bitcoin. Let me just zoom in right back on and move it here. So what do we have here? Very dynamic market going down to 24,753, and then bounces right back up above the technical resistance here, 25,442, and makes a local high at 25,742. So next target for bulls is seen at the last swing high, roughly around 26,390. But please take a look at the momentum. Momentum jumps to the level of 50, so everything here is still neutral in terms of the momentum. So what the bulls supposed to do? Break above the 100 periods moving average, right? We are already above the 50 periods moving average. This moving average is providing us the support. Nevertheless, this might not be enough for the bulls. So if they want to extend this movement higher, the next target is this level, 26,590, and the 100 periods moving average dynamic resistance level, 26,212. Otherwise, what we will be witnessing here is like a choppy trading conditions, moving a little bit to the right, a little bit in a range, and then eventually, if we won't break above the level of 50, and then sustain this breakout, the market will likely reverse lower and then continue to the downside, because the overall trend on the Bitcoin is still down. Okay, so the outlook is still bearish unless certain levels on the Bitcoin are clearly violated. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next week. So take care and bye bye.